Long ago, in a magnificent kingdom, there lived a wise and brave king named Edward. His queen, Isabella, was known for her kindness and grace. Together, they ruled the kingdom with love and care. While King Edward was busy with battles, decisions, and politics, Queen Isabella quietly supported him, managing the palace, the people, and even his troubles. But King Edward often took her efforts for granted. Queen Isabella, however, never complained. She worked behind the scenes to ensure the kingdom thrived, but her contributions often went unnoticed by the king. One day, the king's most trusted advisor brought him troubling news. A rival kingdom was planning to attack. The kingdom's resources were low, and the people were growing restless. King Edward was overwhelmed. "How can I protect my people and manage all these problems?" he wondered aloud. Queen Isabella stepped forward and said, "Let me help, my king. I have a plan." Edward hesitated, but allowed her to take charge. Isabella disguised herself as a common villager and visited the people to understand their struggles. She offered comfort, encouraged them, and promised the king's protection. She also reached out to neighboring merchants, negotiating food and supplies for the kingdom, using her wisdom and charm. Isabella worked day and night, forming alliances with other kingdoms and strategizing ways to strengthen their defenses. She never told Edward the full extent of her efforts. With the queen's silent efforts, the kingdom gained the resources it needed, and the people's morale was restored. King Edward led his army to victory against the rival kingdom. At the grand celebration, King Edward received all the praise. But Isabella didn't mind. She was simply happy to see the kingdom safe. One evening, the royal advisor handed Edward a stack of letters. "Your Majesty, these are the Queen's records of everything she did to save the kingdom." Edward read about her secret meetings, her travels to the villages, and her sleepless nights. Tears filled his eyes as he realized how much Isabella had done, without ever seeking recognition. That night, King Edward approached Isabella and said, "I've been blind to your value, my queen. This kingdom stands strong because of you." Isabella replied softly, "A kingdom is not built by one person, Edward. It's built by trust, teamwork, and sacrifice. I did it for us, for our people." From that day on, King Edward ensured Isabella's contributions were celebrated. He learned that true leadership means recognizing and valuing the people who stand by you, even when their efforts are unseen. The kingdom thrived under their united leadership, and Edward became a better king because he learned the most important lesson of all: valuing others. We often overlook the efforts of those around us, our family, friends, and teammates. But their silent support is what makes our success possible. Don't wait for a crisis to realize their value. Who in your life deserves more appreciation today? Take a moment to thank them. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more meaningful tales.